Hi, my name is Leah Day, and welcome to this video for the Free Motion Quilting Project. We've been working through many different designs that all kind of run along the same theme. We're working in those orange areas of our Express Your Love quilt, and we're filling in with very simple background fillers that incorporate spirals. And you might be wondering, well, just how many variations am I going to basically push with the same theme? Basically combining an independent design that we've already learned, like stippling and zippling, with these spiral shapes. And the answer is you can continue to infinitely combine and mix shapes together to come up with new designs. This is how I've created hundreds of designs. And so I want to show you just a few more over the next couple of videos because I have basically 6 spaces to fill on this quilt, and that seems to me like a nice opening for 6 different designs. For a while I was looking at this going, well, why don't I stitch the same thing through all of these areas? But now I'm looking at it going, well, why don't I challenge myself to come up with more designs that all read similarly? They're all going to still appear very similar on the surface, but at the same time they are different designs. And their difference is subtle. It's not huge. You know, the difference between a zigzag and a wiggle is not a humongous difference, but depending on the way your mind thinks, depending on the way your brain works, one might feel substantially easier than the other. So we've learned zigzag spiral, we've learned wiggle wiggle spiral, and now we're going to learn hot hot spiral. And I love these names. They're just so much fun to play with. So here we go. Basically, I've got this space just like the other spaces we've been working through, and I've also outlined it so it's ready to go. So basically this is a combination of sharp stippling and spirals, and the same open spirals we've been playing with so far. So sharp stippling is basically stippling with sharp points and nice wiggly lines. I'm going to wiggle around, and of course you can do a lot more sharp stippling. You know, with the wiggle wiggle spiral, we were kind of pushing that line of only doing the 2 wiggles and then repeating the spiral shape. So now you can really feel free to do as much sharp stippling between the spiral shapes as you want. And of course, always feel free to change these rules as you need them to change. So basically I'm just going to wiggle, form a point, wiggle back, and repeat that a couple times. I'm working this more or less in rows. And then I swing into my spiral, leaving a nice amount of space between those lines of quilting so I can stitch right through the middle to get back out again. And the best tip I have for keeping this small and tiny is to keep everything under control. Keep your lines as you're swinging out to do like a flame shape like that. Keep it no longer than about ½ an inch long, and that's going to be a little easier, you know, than if I stretched it out and made it super long. So let's say if I came back here and then wiggled all the way down the full length, well, that's just a little trickier if you're having trouble keeping your scale under control. It's just a little easier to do those long sweeping motions. There we go. I've got this little corner here, fill in that as well. And now a nice little tip, I've got this butted up right against Flock of Geese, and what I really like to do is that little bit of extra travel stitching. Did I have to do that? Absolutely not. But it's kind of nice to add that little bit of extra travel stitching, build up the thread there a little bit. That's going to make the Flock of Geese stand out nicely against the hot, hot spiral. So I hope that makes sense and you enjoy playing with this design. We're going to continue working on variations on this theme because we have basically 6 spaces to fill within this quilt with these orange designs. Might as well learn 6 new designs and expand our ability to free motion quilt, mixing spirals with other independent designs. So my name is Leah Day, and this has been a video for the Free Motion Quilting Project. Find many more design videos, all of the designs that we've learned so far on this quilt at freemotionproject.com. Until next time, let's go quilt. You're gonna, once you stitch out, let's say this flame spiral, what am I going to call this damn thing? Not flame spiral. Hot spiral? Fiery spiral. Hot spiral. Hot, hot spiral. Okay, here we go. Oh, hello. That would have been bad.